What's up everyone? This is episode 2 of the Scalping challenge where I'm trying to turn 2 Solana into something significant to prove to my audience that it's possible to become a profitable meme coin trader with low budget. In previous video I showed some of my trades, my P&L calendar, and I basically explained the strategy that I'm using for this public challenge. Strategy is pretty simple: blast in at the pullback only, don't touch the new pairs below 20k and trade only coins above 20k market cap, maximum loss 30 to 40%, try to get at least 2x on every trade, if not, take whatever profit there is. If I'm getting uncomfortable holding after 2x, take out initials. That's it. My comments were also full of people asking me to show losses, not just wins, and in this video I have a lot of those too. Basically my goal with this channel is to show real examples, real trades, wins and losses, as real as it gets, so you understand how it really is. So like this video if you found it useful, subscribe to my channel and follow me on X for daily updates of this challenge. Now this is my wallet that I'm gonna trade on, from 2 Sol to something. I'm giving you this wallet for you to see my trades and learn from them. It's definitely not for you to copy my trades. I have 1 month for me to make something out of it. I'm gonna start with 0.3 to 0.5 Sol per position until I'm up like 3 to 4 Sol in my portfolio. Once I'm up 3 to 4 Sol, I'm gonna go in with 0.7 to 1 Sol per position. Now let's start with losses, because I want to show you how FOMO, or for those who don't know what that means, fear of missing out, looks like. Some of these trades are just perfect example of that. This is pretty much where I left off, so USD1 pair started to take over the trenches. This was one of my first trades. This thing was moving too slow for my liking, so I sold way too early. Also, because this is a public challenge wallet, there's this pressure. I don't want to lose any trades at all, so it happens from time to time that I sell way too early without any reason. A bit later I came back to this and look at it now, it would have been a nice 2x trade for me if I would stick to the plan, you know. And this is where the FOMO kicked in. I top blasted it again, even though I said that I will always wait for a pullback. I just ended up selling it again, and this time for a small loss. And then again I bought it with 1 Solana, and again I just sold it for even more loss, and so on. So overall I tried to catch this multiple times, but it is what it is. I thought maybe people are gonna switch from March sell to Memecoin, but that wasn't the case, unfortunately. Then there was this meme wars general coin, bought it at 50k market cap, but I sold again way too early. I wasn't really sure about this coin. Then again I came back to it and it was already at 100k market cap, which could have been a nice 2x trade again, just like in the previous example. And this is where the FOMO kicked in again, right? Like if it reached 100k market cap, then probably it could go even higher, you know? And I top blasted it just to catch the next move higher, but the next move higher never came, and I ended up selling it for a pretty good loss. Also, same thing as with previous example, I tried to do this multiple times. I bought every top and sold every bottom because I was trying to catch the next push higher, and I did it completely wrong. But that wasn't because I didn't know what I was doing, it's just my revenge trade / gambling side took over me, which led to even more losses obviously. And yeah, this right here, this is exactly what not to do. Chasing, top blasting, revenge trading, this is how accounts get cooked. That happens from time to time. It isn't the first time and probably not the last time either. It happens to all of us, especially if you're a trader. It's just you have to learn how to control it. After all these significant losses, my portfolio started to grow back up again after a few good trades and a bunch of little scalps. In this example, after I calmed down my revenge trader / gambler side, I did the right thing and I waited for a pullback to the recent lows. Pretty much perfect entry, filled me in real fast. Shout out to GMGN, the fastest fills in the market, link in description below. Start using GMGN if you haven't already. Anyway, I then went to check the X profile, and when I switched back to GMGN, somebody blasted in huge amounts, sending it from 100k to 160k market cap immediately. Obviously, after pumps like these, you have to take out some profits because majority of traders will do the same thing, which will lead to a significant pullback right after the pump. So that's what I did. I first spammed 25% sells a few times and then I just sold everything. Secured my profits, shall I say, right? A bit later I caught a quick scalp on this Fries token. Pretty much that was the meta in that moment, so this was pretty much obvious play. I scalped it 2 times. First was from 13k to 18k market cap, which wasn't really a smart move from me. I don't like to trade pairs with market cap below 20k, but then the second time I scalped it from 30k to 45k market cap. This huge green candle came from Marcel. He's pretty big KOL in the memecoin space, therefore he has a lot of copy traders. Usually these coins that he trades go a lot higher, but after waiting for a bit and seeing it struggle, I just took my profits and left. As you can see here, I'm already at 5 Solana on my portfolio, bunch of small 20 to 50% scalps here and there. Next time I will include more small quick scalps too. Here I also caught a trade at 20k market cap, pretty much right at the pullback. Nice entry, people started to buy it back up. Some of KOLs bought on top of me, pushing it even higher, which was really nice to see. Anyway, for me, I find it the best zone to catch entries is at 20 to 30k market cap when it comes to scalping, you know. That's where I feel even some of KOLs are still comfortable to blast in, which really helps because they have a lot of motion when they buy in. And if they buy in on top of you, that's the perfect scenario, as nice green candles start to paint the chart, you know. At 80% I began to take some profits, again 25% sells, and eventually just sold everything. Why risk it for another few bucks, right? But when it comes to perfect entries, it's not always possible, as you may already know. Sometimes there isn't any pullbacks to catch, right? And even if there's a pullback, you miss your entry by a millisecond and you get filled a lot higher than you wanted. Like in this example here. The higher the coin goes, the more riskier it is to blast in. I waited patiently and I really tried to get filled in at 50k market cap, but I wasn't fast enough. So as you can see, I've got filled a lot higher at 60k. But anyway, really strange behavior on this one after migration. Huge candles up and huge sells right away, which is really suspicious. I didn't like it, so I just sold, but good thing I got filled higher than I thought I would, so the profit is there. With all this volume coming in because of the USD 1 pairs booming and successfully growing my portfolio from 2 Sol to 6 Solana, I felt a bit too comfortable, you know. I started to take more unnecessary risks. I became more reckless. That was the moment I started to lose almost every trade because I wasn't thinking anymore. I was just buying everything recklessly. Plus, knowing that this is a public challenge and everyone can see my wallet and follow my journey, that creates a significant pressure, you know. I want this challenge to be successful and I want everyone to see it with their own eyes. So every loss hits different than when I'm trading on my undoxed wallet. I feel more comfortable losing when nobody is watching, if that makes sense. I want these trades to be a reminder to you that you always have to stay disciplined in this market and you always have to follow your risk management rules. You can go from something to nothing really fast. Couple of bad trades and that's it. You're losing control, you start to gamble, and before you know it, you're back at zero. Well, I can afford to lose and start over and over again because I've already made money in this market. This is not my last money in this wallet, you know. But some of you who are watching my content are beginners who can't afford to lose like this. So that's why I'm telling you, learn from these mistakes because I'm showing you all these trades for you to understand and learn. The whole point of this challenge is not to flex profits and pretend that I'm perfect. It's to show you exactly how it really is when emotions, pressure, and real money are involved. If you can take anything from this video, let it be this. Discipline is more important than entries. Risk management is more important than your win rate, and one bad decision can throw you back to zero real quick. Now I'm gonna keep trading, I'm gonna keep showing both wins and losses, and we'll see where this challenge ends up. Back to the trenches. Peace.